Hey everyone, Christian back here, and I have a small but very ornamental and nice palm here for review, and that is Chamaedorea metallica, also known as the Dwarf Fishtail Palm or the metallic fishtail, depending. And there's a lot of common names for this. Let me get back a little bit here so you can kind of see the whole thing. There's actually 5 of them in here, but if you see this first stalk here, we'll kind of like focus on this one. So this is in the family Chamaedorea, which is native from Mexico all the way down to Bolivia, and is a large genus. There's probably 150 species of Chamaedorea, maybe a little bit less, a little more, give or take. And so they're almost all understory palms that grow in the rainforest and cloud forest of Central America. And because they don't get much sun, or they grow up in a cloud forest, they actually do really well in shady, cool, and they can actually handle low humidity. So almost all these will make great indoor plants. So now the name Metallica comes from the metallic look of the leaf. I don't know if you can see that, the shine there, but it's a shine that holds in the leaf. The backside doesn't have it. You can see what it kind of looks like there, and it's mostly entire leafed. Each leaf is just kind of one big frond, and you can see that the trunk is relatively small and has little dots on it, and that's basically from the roots. One put out aerial roots, and when they get misted like this, they will tend to try and put down more roots. Now, this is not a naturally stilt-rooted plant, but it does do this, it has a nice appearance to it, but every palm will act differently in this manner, every of the species. So this is one of the most versatile palms that you will come across. It will take, I've seen it growing I actually grew it in a closet on purpose for a month and didn't even water it, and I brought it out. I know that sounds kind of mean, but it was perfectly fine. They do great in pots indoors. If you don't live in a climate that is conducive to growing palms at all, indoors for this palm is perfectly fine. Just give it water maybe twice a month, and it may not grow that fast, but it does do well, and it's pretty resistant to mites. In fact, you can see there's a little bit of humidity damage, and these Metallica actually grows in the cloud forest in Mexico. So when the cloud forests are basically mid-altitude rainforests that are a little bit cooler, they have clouds going through them all the time. So say about 3,500 to 7,500 feet. So there's constantly clouds coming through. So there's almost no sun, but it's kind of moist and drizzly. So it's like a drizzle forest, of sorts. Kind of if you ever go up in the mountains, and you can kind of feel that for yourself. But once in a while, now Metallica is normally an entire leaf frond, but once in a while you'll get this separation of leaflets, and there's a rare type that actually is entirely segmented, like this one here, and the whole plant will be like that. So this palm will also take about 20 to 22 degrees Fahrenheit before it'll start to burn. Has a real tough weathery leaf, like I said, so it can deal with low water, low humidity situations. And the seed is really easy to germinate. You do need a male and a female in the Chamaedorea genus. They are dioecious. So seed is relatively easy to get, though. So if you don't want to try and propagate your own seed, you can get about 100 seeds of these for maybe $20, maybe a little bit more depending on how much you buy. So yeah, it's actually and it's one thing that people don't know is this plant is actually very closely related to bottles and spindles. It's actually one of its closest relatives. That and gaussias. So it's a crown shafted palm. So when this leaf falls off, it'll just show a new leaf base, and it's really easy to clean as well. You don't have to trim it. You can just kind of pull the leaves off when they're ready. They hold on pretty tight, and you can see there's inflorescence here. Appears this is a female, but it's pretty dead, so it's hard to tell. But you can see they kind of hang out. If you look at a gaussia, the trunk of it and the way that its seeds and flowers is almost identical. It's just a bigger trunk. So they're really easy to grow. Don't put them out in full sun. Just give them, 80 degrees is fine. You don't have to pump up the heat with these guys. They will grow just in kind of like 75 to 80 degree conditions, or a little bit higher, maybe 85. A little bit of moisture. Well draining soil is good. Poorly draining soil is okay too. I wouldn't put them like in really dry situations. But there's one of these actually growing in full sun out on the property here, and it's doing fine as well. The leathery leaves kind of can handle it. So they make a great potted plant. If you're looking for an indoor plant, a palm to grow at your place, that you just want to get into palms, this is a great plant to get. There's a lot of people that sell them on the internet. They're not too expensive, and they're low maintenance. So I'm gonna leave that there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you have any questions about Chamaedorea or Chamaedorea metallica in particular, leave a comment down below. And you can go ahead and subscribe and see more videos like this. And I will see you all next time.